everybody, Mike here once again from Pestler, and welcome back to our PRTG Hosted Monitor walkthrough series, where I'm guiding you through your first steps with your hosted instance. Today we're going to be looking at a few different tasks that you might want to take care of in your instance, how to add auto-discovery groups, how to import MIB data in Hosted Monitor, and finally how to upload and assign device templates. Now all of these tasks are really important in getting you up and running with your monitoring and your network. And the process is slightly different to our on-premises version of PRTG, mainly because we host the instance for you. So accessing where those custom files live is a little bit different. So with that in mind, let's have a look and see how you can do it. So here we are in our hosted monitor instance, and we have our remote probe here that we set up last time. Not much going on at the moment, so we'd like to add a couple of devices. And we have to have Hosted Monitor run an auto-discovery on them. But the devices are both of a similar type. So what would be great is if PRTG could automatically put them in a group straight away for me. This can really save some time when adding devices, so we're going to want to use an auto-discovery group. So to do that, we're going to go to Devices, Add Auto-Discovery Group. We're going to choose our remote probe that we set up last time, because that's where the devices are connected to that network. Click OK. And we're going to give the group a name. So they're UPS devices, so I'm going to call it UPS group. I'm going to leave the auto discovery to default for now, just have it perform once. Now I want to add the DNS names of my devices manually. I have two devices. So here's the first, and here's the second. And let's click OK, leave everything else default. PRTG is now going to try to connect to those devices and run an auto-discovery on them and put them in a group. And that's going to take some time. While we wait, if you found these tutorials helpful at all, please do give us a like and subscribe, and maybe put a comment in the comments below. So PRTG is now finished with its auto-discovery, and we have two new devices in their own group automatically, along with their recommended sensors. Now, I'm sure you can imagine how powerful this can be if you have a whole host of devices that you want to add at the same time. So this is really useful. So PRTG did a great job of auto-detecting what sensors my UPS devices should have. But I want to go a little deeper and use an OID library file converted from MIB data from the manufacturer, so I can create an SNMP library sensor. The question here is, how are we going to get the OID library file into Hosted Monitor? Good question. So instead of manually copying the files into PRTG's data folder as we would with PRTG Network Monitor, we're going to want to use our hosted instance portal. So let's switch across to that. You'll recognize this for your own account. Once you're logged in, just click on Upload. And then down here, you're going to want to look for the SNMP library folder. So let's add a new OID library. I've got one ready to go. And then we're going to click on Upload. Now, just to keep in mind, your files need to be no bigger than 1 megabyte in size. So just keep that in mind. There we go, all uploaded. So now we're going to switch back to our hosted monitor, and we're going to click Add Sensor on the device that I want to add the library. And we're going to do a search for SNMP library. There it is. Let's click the plus, and we can see here now, as if by magic, our OID library file is ready to go. So let's click OK. Now, PRTG is going to ask us what channels we'd like to monitor, so I'm just going to go for all of them. Click Create. And there we go. We have 4 new channels monitoring the battery on the UPS, the inputs and the outputs. And PRTG is going to scan those, and hopefully they should connect just fine. And there we go. We now have all sorts of new channels to monitor. So now we have our new device with our custom sensors added. Now it'd be really great if we could make a device template of this, so we can add similar devices in the future and save ourselves some time in setting that up. So we're going to make a device template from the device by right-clicking it, create device template. Let's give it a name. Now down here are the sensors that we would want to exclude from the template, but I'd like to keep everything in there that we had in the previous device. So let's just go ahead and click OK. There we go. Congratulations, your device template is now ready. And it's telling me all the sensors that are going to be included in it, including our 4 new sensors that we brought in from the MIB data. So that's perfect. Let's click OK. So that's now going to be stored in Hosted Monitor for later use. But what if you have a different device template that you wanted to upload? Well, we would now go back to our customer portal using the same method as we did for the oidlib file, but we're going to choose the device template folder instead. So let's click the blue plus. Here's our device template ready to go that I want to upload. And we're going to click upload there. And just wait for it to upload properly. There we go, all uploaded. So let's switch back to our Hosted Monitor instance. So I'm going to add a new device, very similar to my previous UPS device. I'm going to add it in the UPS group. Let's give the device a name. Let's give a DNS address. Now this is the different bit. We're going to use auto discovery with specific device templates. So if we look here, this is my template that I uploaded. Let's choose OK. And PRTG is now going to add our new UPS device, but this time with our device template. So once that's finished, we should then see all our lovely sensors with the extra MIB data added as a new device. And there we go, a brand new device set up using our device template that we specified earlier. So we can see we've got our 4 new sensors added with the MIB data, exactly the same as the previous UPS device, but all ready to go with the new template. So there you have it. Now you know how PRTG Hosted Monitor works with auto discovery groups, importing MIB data and device templates, all extremely useful techniques in everyday monitoring. That's all for today. I really hope this has been helpful for you in setting up your own instance, but for now, see you next time.